Everyone, welcome. I would like to do a video on phrasal verbs for you today. Phrasal verbs. So we are going to look at two different kinds of phrasal verbs. One is separable. Separable phrasal verbs. Hi, Maria. Hi, Guillermo. Hi, Sergio. And the second kind of phrasal verb that we will be looking at is non-separable phrasal verbs. So we are going to take a look at 6 phrasal verbs. Hi, Patricia. Welcome. First, let's take a look at one separable phrasal verb. We're going to use pick up. Pick up. Pick up means to go somewhere, to collect someone. To go somewhere, to collect someone. So, I'm going to show you how to use this. There are 2 ways you can use this. You have to pick up Jeannie at 6 p.m. You have to pick up Jeannie at 6 p.m. That is correct. But also, we can say, you have to pick Jeannie up at 6 p.m. You have to pick Jeannie up at 6 p.m. You can all hear me, correct? Okay. Now, let's look at another example, okay? Can you pick up the cake from the bakery? Can you pick up the cake from the bakery? But we can also say, can you pick the cake up from the bakery? Can you pick the cake up from the bakery? So as you can see, it can be together or it can be separate. One more example for pick up. She has enough time to pick up Johnny and take him to the doctor. Or she has enough time to pick Johnny up and take him to the doctor. So here you can see the pick up is together and here it is separated. So the Johnny will move in the middle of the pick and the up. Now let's look at one that is inseparable, meaning it cannot be separated. So this is called a non-separable phrasal verb. Here is an example. The example is break down. Break down means to cease to function. Remember, there can be many meanings to one phrasal verb, but I am just going to be showing you one meaning today. So, These are phrasal verbs that you cannot separate. Let me show you an example. Let's see. I'm going to fold that so you can see me. Okay. The car broke down on the freeway. This is correct. The car broke down on the freeway. But in this example, we cannot separate the break and the down. They have to be together. So we cannot say the car broke on the freeway down. That would be incorrect. So the correct way to say it is the car broke down on the freeway. Let's take a look at a couple of more examples. The air conditioner broke down and I had to call a repairman. The air conditioner broke down and I had to call a repairman. We cannot separate it. These two need to be together. They have to stay together. And the last example of breakdown is the fire truck broke down on the way to a fire. The fire truck broke down on the way to a fire. So these cannot be separated. They have to stay together. Now, let's look at another one that can be separated, or that is separable. Let's look at a separable phrasal verb. This phrasal verb is going to be turn off. Turn off means to stop the flow of or shut something off. So let's look at an example. These can be separated. So we can say, can you turn off the lights? Which is correct when it's together. But in this example, we can also say, can you turn the lights off? Can you turn the lights off? So we will take the lights and insert it between the turn and the off. Can you turn the lights off? Let me give you two more examples of turn off. The captain of the ship turned off the engine. The captain of the ship turned off the engine. Or we can say, the captain of the ship turned the engine off. The captain of the ship turned the engine off. So here we can put the engine in between the turned and the off. One last example of, this is a good question, Claudio. It says, how do we know when a phrasal verb is separable or not? I honestly think we have to memorize them. So that's why I'm giving you examples. But if you are unsure, the best bet is just to keep it together. If you keep it together, it won't be a problem. So no matter what, if it's together, like here, turn off, it's always going to be correct. So we can say, can you turn off the television? Or can you turn the television off? Here, this is separable. So you can separate it. We'll take a look at one more that is inseparable. And I think, Claudio, as you practice more and more with the language, you start to get a sense of which ones are separable and which ones are not. But a good rule would be probably just to keep them together to be sure. This one is inseparable. Look after. It means to take care of. To take care of. Cuidar algo. So let's look at an example. Can you look after the kids tomorrow? This is correct. But in this phrasal verb, you cannot separate it. This is non-separable. So you cannot say, can you look the kids after tomorrow? That is incorrect. Let's take a look at two more examples. I am looking after their dog while they go on vacation. I am looking after their dog while they go on vacation. You have to keep the looking after together. This must stay together. And the last example of look after is, I'm sorry, I cut this one a little bad. Let's look after grandma until she feels better. Let's look after grandma until she feels better. So those are examples of some separable and non-separable phrasal verbs. I know for me, this has to be one of the most difficult things to learn in English, is because we take two words that have no correlation, put them together, and they mean something completely different. So I will keep putting videos for you all of more phrasal verbs. Thank you very much, Elizabeth. I appreciate that. And I will post more videos of phrasal verbs if you like it. And if there is anything that you guys would like to learn, please write me a comment at any time and give me suggestions for videos that would help you. So I think that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed this live video, and I will definitely see you guys soon. Thanks for joining me today. And thank you all for your comments. I really appreciate it. I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.